What up? RJ Fantasy Football Talk. We're back again. You know what it is. It's the 40-second play clock. I'm Rodney. This is JJ. What's going on, man?
Hey, nothing much happening. It's been a good week. I'm ready to make these picks. You've been catching up with me the last 2 weeks. Congratulations on that. But I'm about to get back on top so I can, extend my lead.
I hear you. I mean, the way you picking, man, I'm going to go ahead and catch up with you, man.
I've been bad.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and take this lead, people. He was talking crazy earlier. Like, he was talking real bad about me early on because I'm on picking good. But, hey, I'll take that. It's all good, man, because I'm coming.
Hey,
I'm really coming.
I'm still in first place, so let's get it rolling.
Not margin, whatever. But you know how we do, people. It's a 40-second play clock. We can go ahead and start making some picks. Like, who's going to be the impact players. You can go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and throw it to JJ so he can go ahead and get it right.
So I'm going to get it started with the first game. It's the best game of the week. It's the undefeated Steelers and the undefeated Tennessee Titans. And I think defense is going to make all the difference in this game. The Steelers should be able to limit what Derrick Henry does. When they played against the Bills, he only had like 57 rushing yards. He had 2 touchdowns, but they were able to limit his rushing. And I think the Steelers will do an even better job against them. You still play them, of course, but, temper your expectations. I think James Conner is going to have a really good game because I think the Steelers are going to use a lot of ball control. Chase Claypool's been the guy for the past few weeks, but I think this week Juju Smith-Schuster comes back on top, especially with Deontay Johnson hopefully being back healthy again. That should take away from some of what Chase Claypool's been able to do, but it's going to be a good game. Steelers win.
Yeah, I'm going Steelers on this one. I think they got a good D. Definitely. Derrick Henry gonna get. He's not gonna do the 212 yards.
Yeah, not like last week.
But they're gonna kind of hold him to probably under 100. But he probably can get a touchdown because they probably do some goal line stuff. But
he's not gonna disappear. But yeah, he should definitely be good. Now the thing you'll watch for is whether AJ Brown plays because they set him out with a knee injury. I think he should still be good, but we'll let you all know by Saturday if we know.
Yeah, AJ Brown, I think he should fly. I think it's more of a rest because they've been playing 3 games over the last 2 weeks or something like that. So I think it's more of rest than anything, just to kind of so their body won't tear down. So I get it. I ain't mad at him. I hope he played though because I got him in like 3 games.
I know, right?
So
Me too.
Play so I really need him. So
yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and roll, and y'all know how I start. I definitely start with my Niners. So we're going against New England this week, and I'm definitely picking my Niners. You got the Yak Boys. You got the Yak Bros. With Jimmy G, we have no Mustard this week, but we should be all right. We got McKinnon. We got Jermichael Hastings coming in, so we should be all right. He should pick up the slack a little bit. Cam Newton, James White, I think the only ones you probably could play from that game. Especially 2 quarterback leagues from Cam, but James White, he catch out the backfield. So down the line, you might can get some garbage points from James White. So definitely he could be a play, but I'm definitely going with the Niners on this one. Should be a good game, though.
Yeah, I'm with you. The Niners looked really good last week, and I don't think the Patriots looked that good against that Denver defense. So I'm with you 100% on that. So my next game is going to be Detroit and Atlanta, and I'm gonna sound a lot like I did last week talking about Detroit's game when they played the Jaguars, where I think it was gonna be a really big game for offense, a lot of points on the board, except I wasn't quite right because though Detroit pulled their end of the bargain, the Detroit defense stopped the Jaguars from doing anything. They're not gonna be quite as successful against the Falcons now that they got Julio Jones in the mix. So you're gonna pick all your typical guys, your Matthew Stafford, Galladay's, TJ Hawkinson's on Detroit. You're of course gonna go with Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, and even I say Hayden Hurst for Atlanta. The exciting thing is going to see what they do with DeAndre Swift. He had a really good game last week, and I think they're going to try to keep that momentum going and hopefully be able to keep, well, from their standpoint, hopefully be able to get Atlanta off the field as much as possible. But Atlanta gets the win. Detroit is going down.
Yeah, I'm going to go Atlanta. They should get their second win. Julio balled out last week. Matt Ryan balled out. So I think anytime he's back in the lineup, I feel like the offense play a little bit better. So it's kind of like he got his safety blanket back. So I ain't mad at him. So I think they pull it out. I think Swift they got to get the keys to Swift. Peterson need to go to the coach and say, hey, just let the young boy run. I mean, honestly, you just need to go and let him have it. So they play better with him. So it's just something about him. So they have to play him. So Adrian Peterson, just, hey, bro, from me to you, just say, coach, give him the keys. I mean, give it to him. Come on, man.
He ain't going to do it because he wants that rushing title. But, yeah, the coach needs to make that decision. Or that coach might be out the door.
Yes. Yeah. So now, speaking of that, he may just say, hey, Swift, you going to be the guy. Because he know he might be out the door.
Exactly.
So to save his job, he may have to do that. So definitely. So I'm going to go to my next game. It's the Cleveland Browns versus Cincinnati Bengals. I'm rolling with Cleveland on this. It's not going to be a quarterback-friendly game as far as Cleveland. I think they can win running the ball. I think Kareem Hunt has a big game. They have to sprinkle in some plays for Odell to kind of get him involved from what he did last week because he had his little temper tantrum on the sideline. So I think the coach is going to try to get him involved a little bit more. For Cincinnati, you got Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd. You had AJ Green go off last week. Well, he did play well last week. I would have to see it again for me to start trusting him in the lineup. So I will wait a little bit on AJ Green, but I'm definitely going with Cleveland on this just because I think Kareem Hunt is going to have a good game.
All right, yeah, I'm with you. I'm actually going to pick Cincinnati for the win. With a surprise, and a lot of that's going to depend on whether Joe Mixon's there. But Cincinnati played Cleveland really close the first game. I think hopefully they've learned enough to actually get over the hump and beat Cleveland. But we'll see.
Let's see.
Yeah. They need Joe Mixon, and they need him playing well. But
they do. But Joe Burrow been playing kind of bad.
Yeah, he's been rookieing, but
the rookie. I just think Cleveland defense is.
Yeah, their defense is why they would win that one.
Yeah, they're not justified juice, but they are definitely a good defense. I just feel like Baker Mayfield is not going to win this game.
Oh no,
it's definitely on the run game, and I feel like they're going to have to do some in and arounds or some type of handoff play for Odell to kind of get his, just to make up for what happened last week. So.
I'm with you. All right, so I'm going with the next game, Buffalo at New York, the Jets, that is. And Josh Allen has looked really bad the past 2 weeks. But I think nothing makes it better than playing against the Jets. He'll get back to the way he looked in the first 4 games, I think. And so you're going to play him. You're going to play Stephon Diggs. I'm really interested to see what happens with the running because they're going to be up by so much. I think you're going to get a good Devin Singletary game and maybe a sprinkling of Zach Moss since they'll be up, try them out and see what they have in the rookie. I like Cole Beasley also, if I haven't mentioned him for Buffalo. For the Jets, I like nobody, absolutely nobody. Jamison Crowder has been hurt. He has a groin injury. Even if he plays, they're going to be a really bad team. You saw they put it at Goosehead last week. Play nobody for the Jets. You should hardly ever put the Jets in your lineups anyway. They're terrible.
Yeah. It's a bounce back game, which is a great bounce back
really
game.
Really good bounce. Right.
Singletary has to play better. Singletary is in my eyes, I think Singletary is the better back than Zach Moss. I just feel like I'm gonna keep saying it. They don't give him enough carries.
Yeah.
10 carries is not enough. If you go back to last year, the last 6 games, I want to say, he got 20 carries and he played really well down the line. So I think they need to go back. They need to establish a happy medium where it's passing and running the ball because you just can't rely on Josh Allen running the ball the whole time. So you got to have some running backs doing something. So I just don't understand it. But definitely, I'm going. I don't have the Jets winning this game. I think they're gonna get blown out by the third quarter. It's gonna be
that long, right?
Yeah, if that long, definitely. So yeah. So, but I'm gonna go into my next game. We got Carolina Panthers at the New Orleans Saints, and it's the return of Teddy Bridgewater. They're gonna lose this game, obviously. New Orleans should win this game, but Teddy Bridgewater has been playing well this year. Also, Mike Davis. The last chance for Mike Davis to kind of shine, which he's been doing anyway. Robbie Anderson. For New Orleans, you got the usuals: Drew Brees. If Michael Thomas play, Alvin Kamara, Emmanuel Sanders. If Michael Thomas don't play, you have to start Emmanuel Sanders. see what he did last week with no Michael Thomas. So insert him in your lineup. Feel comfortable playing him and roll with him. New Orleans, they just a better team, honestly. So I'm rolling with New Orleans on this one.
I'm with you 100%. I'm picking New Orleans in that one too. And hopefully Michael Thomas is good and healthy because, hey, went high on him in a lot of leagues, and
Yes, he did.
I need some Michael Thomas to make that thing work for me. So
Yeah, definitely.
all right, but enough about me. I'll go into my next game: Jacksonville Jaguars at the Los Angeles Chargers. And like I said last week, the Jaguars are horrible at defense. And so I think the Chargers are going to win this one. Justin Herbert's looking really good. He's going to have a great connection with Keenan Allen, and I think Mike Williams, maybe even Hunter Henry. Hunter Henry getting the word, but Justin Jackson has been questionable. So you'll want to watch to see whether he plays. If he doesn't, Joshua Kelly should get in some good work in this game. For the Jaguars, you're going to go with Minshew, but he has not played well. So if you have better options, I'd go with that. I do like James Robinson still. I think he'll be good. DJ Chark, and apparently I've been wrong, and Keelan Cole is that dude more so than Laviska Shenault. But who knows? Maybe they'll both get somewhere, but definitely Keelan Cole.
Shenault ain't did nothing about 2
He has
weeks.
not done nothing at all. You're
So,
right. I'm
Cole,
waiting for the breakout game from him, and it's not happening for me.
No, not when you got your two main receivers back. He probably can sprinkle in some catches here and there, but
not worth playing.
No, if you see what they did last week with those two receivers, they're gonna get all the receptions. So I wouldn't even think about playing Shenault anyway. So no, I wouldn't even do it. So, but I do have I have Jacksonville losing. So I don't see him winning this game. So.
Me too. I thought the Chargers winning this one.
Yeah, I don't have them. So no. I mean, Minshew ain't been playing well, so definitely Chargers. And Justin Herbert just a better quarterback.
Yeah.
Even at this rate. So
Justin Herbert's looking really nice. So
yeah. I got my next game. I got the Dallas Cowboys at the Washington football team. And this should be a big win for Dallas, but we just don't know what we're going to see from them. I would not start Andy Dalton. The only ones I would play from the Cowboys is Ezekiel Elliott, Cooper, CeeDee Lamb. Washington, you could play Scary Terry, maybe Antonio Gibson and Logan Thomas, but that's about it. I would not put Andy Dalton in the game the way he looked last week. He should be successful, but I just don't like the way he looked last week. I wouldn't take no chances on it. Dallas should win this, so I'm rolling with Dallas.
I am picking the Washington football team upset this week.
God.
That's right. Dallas is falling apart, and when the players are saying that coaches can't do their jobs, I'm trying to stay away from that. No. Give me Washington. Riverboat Ron let me down last week. I think he's going to pull the upset this week.
And that's why you're going to have me catch up with you, because you keep making these decisions and going with Washington. So
it's gonna pay off. It's gonna pay off.
I'm gonna catch up in a week or two because he keep picking teams like this. I'm telling you right now.
Let me get to my next game that I know I have right. The Kansas City Chiefs at Denver, and there is no reason for Kansas City to lose this game unless it's that trap game coming off that big win against the Bills. Denver's defense is really good, so they shouldn't be overlooking them. They should play well. I think Phillip Lindsay is going to have a good game with Melvin Gordon's suspension looming. Still, I think they're going to try to shift the running game towards him. And I honestly think he's the guy who should be there. Although he's shown over the last 2 years that he can carry the workload. So Phillip Lindsay's my guy. Noah Fant's going to be back to help Drew Lock, and that should help him play better because he was not good last week. But a lot of those were drop passes as well. So he should be better, but he should not be in your starting lineup. Everybody from Kansas City, like you normally do, because they're just that good.
Yeah, that's true. Kansas City should be up by a whole lot of points at halftime.
Yeah, they should.
It's not a stinker, but they should beat them handily. It shouldn't even be an issue.
Well, I'll say this. The Kansas City struggles have come against teams in the AFC West. They lost to the Raiders. They struggled against the Chargers when they had Justin Herbert in his first game ever. And that Denver defense, like I said, is really good. So I think that's going to at least be a mild problem. Not enough to lose the game or even really make it that close. But, they should at least challenge them before they get beat up.
Yeah. Should win.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
My next game, this is actually a good game. I ain't gonna say it's the second or third best game of the week, but it's definitely a top 5 game this week. Green Bay at Houston. Obviously, you got your guys you're gonna play. You got Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones, Devontae Adams, Deshaun Watson, David Johnson, Will Fuller, Brandon Cooks. But I was on the fence with this one a little bit, but I'm gonna go with Green Bay. I just think Green Bay is the better team. But I think Deshaun Watson is going to be a close game, and I think Deshaun Watson is going to fall short in that like he's been doing the last couple of weeks. That the last couple of minutes they just can't pull it out. But he's going to have a good game though, definitely. So play those guys in your lineup, but Green Bay should pull it out.
There is going to definitely be some separation between this because I'm going with Houston in this one. I like Green Bay. I like Aaron Rodgers, but I don't like how they looked last week. This is going to be a fun week because someone's going to lose a lot of games, and we'll see what happens. So
I can't. You know what? I was on the fence. I really was.
Right.
I was on the fence, and I was saying, you know what? I want to go Houston.
Right.
But I think the way Green Bay played last week, they got to bounce back.
They can't play as bad as they did. Well, I say this: the Texans' defense is not as good as Tampa Bay's defense is. So they should be playing better.
But I'm telling you, people, the way he's picking, I'm probably gonna get about 2-3 extra games on him this week. So I'm telling y'all, watch out now.
Okay, we'll see how it goes. All right, my next game is gonna be Seattle at Arizona. Seattle's just too good. Mr. Unlimited, let Russ cook, whatever you want to call him. He's gonna have a field day throwing the ball around to his wide receivers, Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf. I like the way the Cardinals offense looked. Kyler Murray did not look that great last game, but he didn't need to be. He only completed 9 passes compared to the way he's been the rest of the season. He's a much better quarterback than that. But because Seattle's pretty decent against the run, I think we're going to see Arizona have to throw the ball a lot to keep up. And I think that puts Chase Edmonds back in play, and Kenyon Drake's going to fall back quite a bit from where he was last week.
I'm going Seattle with this one, but I think it's going to be a shootout.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that is because Seattle's secondary is horrible.
Yeah.
So,
agreed.
And the only thing that Arizona got going is the safety from Arizona.
Yeah, Baker.
Baker, yeah. He's the only one the bright spot in that secondary.
Yeah.
I mean, other than that, the rest of them are trash. So I think it's going to be a shootout, and I think it's going to come down to the last play because that's how all Seattle games go. The big question is if they sign Antonio Brown, which he can't play this week, obviously, because he has to pass the COVID test. Right. I think that's just crazy, by the way. They're trying to sign him. But I got them pulling it out. I think it's going to be a shootout, though. But if you have Kyler Murray, you play him.
Yeah, he's going to have to. That's the one thing about Seattle. They get more passes thrown against them. I think the second in the number of passes against them because they score so much. You have to keep up. So, yeah, Kyler Murray and Nuke should have a field day. Christian Kirk, I think he even gave. So he only had 2 completions last game, but they were big completions.
Big completions. So yeah. I think it's going to be a shootout. So if you got anybody from those games, you definitely play them because it's going to be a lot of points scored.
A lot of
game,
points.
So
I agree.
And they got moved to Sunday night too, so definitely it's going to be a big
That's coming up in my next game that I talk about. So I'll let you go.
Yeah. So we're going. My next game is the Chicago Bears at the LA Rams. For Chicago, obviously Nick Foles, Allen Robinson, Montgomery, and for LA you got Goff, Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods. I'm gonna go with Chicago on this game. I think Chicago, it's just something about that team. I mean, I think they're gonna pull it out, and I just think the Rams got exposed last week. They just couldn't throw the ball, they couldn't run the ball, the defense didn't do well. It just didn't look good. I feel like Chicago is gonna come in, even though they win games funny. But I think Chicago pulls this out, close game, 24-17, something like that. So I'm going with Chicago.
I can't wait to see how this goes. I'm going with the Rams. I don't know if we're getting hardly any games together on this one,
Nope.
so it's gonna be something to see. I love Chicago's defense, but that's about all I have confidence in. So
I just got a weird feeling, man, that Chicago.
Hey, I would not be surprised if Chicago won it, but I'm going with the Rams regardless.
Aaron Donald I ain't gonna say he got exposed, but he could be blocked. He got blocked last week, and I feel like Montgomery can get that. Because think about it, Montgomery can run on this offense. He can run on that defense, that front four.
Yeah.
If they block Aaron Donald, he can run. Mustard got off, so I know he can get off. Come on, man.
Hey, it's gonna be interesting to see how it goes. I say that.
Yeah.
All right, so let's bring it home. Tampa Bay at Las Vegas, the game that might not even happen. They had the Sunday night spotlight, and because of their inability to follow protocols, the whole offensive line is on the COVID list, which leaves a big chance that this game might not happen. We'll stay tuned to see what it does. But if the game goes down, I was going to pick Las Vegas to be my upset for this one. But right now, if they play, I think it's going to be Tampa Bay, unfortunately, that wins this one. The Tampa Bay defense, they look really good shutting down Aaron Rodgers. But I'd still say the Raiders' offense is much better than people anticipate. But if they can't practice, I don't even know what to do with them. So, whatever.
Hey, man, tell your offensive line to stop going partying on their bye week.
I know.
Had his problem.
I was so ready to say the Raiders are good enough to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I don't know.
See, you made a phone call and said, "Look, fellas, y'all can go out and party this week.
Y'all got the victory in the bag.
Y'all got the victory. Go ahead and just go in and party this week." You shouldn't have told them that. Now, if they do play, you can have 5 new starters on the offensive line.
I don't know what's gonna happen with that. It's disappointing because I don't even know. I guess the mystery I leave for that game is what happens with apparently Leonard Fournette is healthy again. The last time he was healthy, he had a good game, but Ronald Jones has just been too good. 3 straight games at 100, so he's gonna be the backup regardless. Leonard Fournette is gonna be the backup going into this, so that would have been fun to talk about. But right now, I'm guessing this game doesn't happen at all. I don't know.
Well, I'm bad away. I'm going Tampa Bay, and
why wouldn't you?
I did read that those linemen could pass.
Yeah, they can. It's not a done deal. It's just the fact of seriously, you're partying joint. I'm just disgusted.
They should know better.
I'm disgusted.
They should know better.
Yeah.
Come on, they should know better. They know the league don't want you partying like that. I mean, chill out. Sit at home. Do something. I mean, come to the crib. Don't go out, but come to the crib.
Right. Just do something. But we'll see. We'll see. And Derek Carr should be good if they play Josh Jacobs. And I don't even feel like talking about him. That's how mad I am. I'm so upset.
Hey, look.
I don't even want to talk. Forget them. Just forget it.
Look.
Yeah.
Everybody, it should be a fun week.
It should be.
We got a lot of different picks this week.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, I'm going to gain about 5 games on him. Cause just the way he been picking, I'm telling you, I'm coming. I'm coming for him, and I can see it now.
Yeah.
And when we get back, you can be like, well, I got like 4 games on him. So, yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
You, he picked the Washington football team, y'all. Just to let y'all know how bad it is for him. This is not happening. That's like picking the Jets. No. Stop it.
Anyway, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Check out rjfantasyfootballtalk.com. We're going to try to bring you the best we can on picking your lineups and having a great discussion. So stay with us. Watch us on Wednesdays. Watch me take a bigger lead in making these picks.
No, it's not going to happen. But you know my closing slogan is, we here, we ain't going nowhere. So you might as well get used to us.
All right. Peace.
Hey, peace.